Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived an old lady. She was known for her kindness, wisdom, and a smile that never faded. No matter what happened, she always seemed happy. The villagers loved her dearly and often came to her for advice or to share their problems. One day, a curious young man from the village came to her and asked, "Grandma, how are you always happy? I've never seen you sad. Don't you ever feel bad when things go wrong?" The old lady smiled warmly and replied, "My dear, life is full of ups and downs. Some days bring joy, others bring sorrow. But I learned something very important. True happiness comes from within, not from the things happening around us." The young man looked puzzled. But how can someone stay happy when bad things happen? The old lady nodded gently and began to tell a story from her past. "When I was young, I had a family, a loving husband, and beautiful children. We didn't have much, but we were happy. One day, my husband fell very ill. We didn't have the money to buy medicine. We tried everything, but sadly, he passed away. It was the saddest time of my life. I cried for days and thought I would never feel happy again." The young man listened with deep attention, but after some time, she continued, "I realized that staying sad forever wouldn't bring my husband back. My children still needed me. I had to live for them and for myself. That's when I made a choice. I decided that no matter how hard life gets, I would always look for something to be grateful for. Even on the worst days, there's always a little light, a blooming flower, a kind word, a warm cup of tea, or even just the sunrise. I started each day by telling myself, today is a new day, and I will find one good thing to smile about. And slowly, I found peace." The young man asked, "But what if something really terrible happens? Can you still be happy then?" The old lady smiled softly and said, "It's not easy, my child, but everything in life passes, even the hard times. When something bad happens, I remind myself, this too shall pass. Instead of focusing on what I've lost, I look at what I still have: my health, my friends, my breath." Happiness is not about having a perfect life, it's about choosing to see the good, even in the imperfect. The young man thanked her and left with a new perspective. From that day on, he started practicing her advice, looking for one good thing each day, no matter how small. Over time, he realized his life had changed. Even during tough times, he found reasons to stay hopeful and positive. The old lady's story began to spread through the village. People started to understand that true happiness isn't about wealth or luck, it's about your attitude, your gratitude, and your choice to see the light even in the darkest moments. And so, the village became a more joyful place, all because of one wise old woman who taught them the real meaning of happiness. Happiness is a choice that comes from within. Even in difficult times, we can find joy in small things. Life's storms may come and go, but a positive heart always finds peace.